Now we are going to talk about lesson 4b. Discuss. Think of gestures or customs that exist in your country. Now we are going to know the meaning of gestures and customs. Gestures means a movement of part of the body, especially a hand or the head, to express an idea. You use a part of your body to express an idea, to agree or refuse something. Customs means a traditional accepted way of behaving or doing something specific to a particular society, place, or time. A habit for society, like the Saudi Arabian coffee to hospitality their guests. Do you think they are the same everywhere around the world? Here you are going to say yes or no. B. Guess the answer to the question below. Then read and check your answer. First, you are going to read the question and choose A or B. After that, you are going to listen or read the text and check your answer. Now, 1. How do Saudis perfume their houses and clothes? They burn something or they light candles? Saudi use something or burn something to perfume their houses and clothes. We say in Arabic bukhur. What's a common way for people in Belgium to greet each other? They kiss 3 times on the cheek. They shake hands. They kiss 3 times on the cheek. What does pulling the skin down under your eye mean in Japan? Something is boring, something is interesting. Now you are going to read the text to check your answer.
4b. Cultural differences. 1. Reading.
They do it differently. We know it feels normal and right to do in our culture, but other cultures have customs and gestures that are different and they may seem strange to us. So, it's easy to misunderstand someone from a culture that is different from our own. Here are a few examples.
While I was in Saudi Arabia on a business trip, I was invited to a Saudi friend's house for lunch. It was the first time I had been to a Saudi house, and I was impressed by the spectacular decoration. At lunchtime, my friend, Ibrahim, showed me into the dining room, where I met his 4 sons. The boys were talking cheerfully about their day when a man came in the room, silently carrying a beautiful cup with something burning in it. I was curious about it. I was about to ask Ibrahim to tell me more about it when a wonderful smell interrupted my thoughts. Ibrahim explained that it is a custom in Saudi Arabia to burn bakur, a kind of scented wood, to create a pleasant atmosphere. It is also polite to use bakur when you have guests. John, Boston.
I'm from Wisconsin, and when we meet someone for the first time, we usually shake hands. Well, I had a big surprise in Belgium. When I was introduced to my friend's brother, something occurred which made me feel uncomfortable. I said hi to him, extending my hand, and he came up to me and kissed me on the cheek. Not once, but 3 times, going from one cheek to the other. Of course, I went red and they started laughing at me. In Belgium, it's common to greet someone by kissing 3 times. Jack, Madison.
Last year I was invited to Japan by my friend Daiki. On the second day of my visit, Daiki asked me if I wanted to go to his house for dinner, and of course I said yes. It was really enjoyable, but halfway through the night I got something in my eye. So I tried to remove it with my finger. Daiki's brother saw me and he got really upset. I couldn't understand why though. I asked Daiki why his brother was angry with me, and he told me that in Japan when you pull the skin down under your eye, it shows that you find something boring. Later in the evening, I apologized to Daiki's brother and tried to clear up the misunderstanding, but I'm not sure he believed me. Peter, Miami.
Now we are going to answer this question about the text. Read again and answer the question. 1. Why did they use Bakhur in Ibrahim's house? When we begin the question by why, we should use because or to in the answer to give the reason why they used Bakhur in Ibrahim's house. Because it's a custom in Saudi Arabia to burn it to create a pleasant atmosphere. It's also polite to use Bakhur when you have guests. 2. How did John first react when he saw Bakhur burning? He was curious about it. He wanted or he wants to know why they do that. 3. Why did Jack extend his hand? To say hi. 4. How did Jack feel when the man kissed him? How did Jack feel when the man kissed him? He felt uncomfortable. He went red. 5. Why did Peter pull the skin down under his eyes? Because he got something in his eye. 6. What did Peter do after the misunderstanding? He apologized to Daiki's brother and tried to explain. Now look at the highlighted words, phrases in the text and choose the correct meaning A or B. If you go back to the text, you are going to see that we have some highlighted words, so he asked you to know the meaning of them or discover the meaning of them. Look at the highlighted words, phrases in the text and choose the correct meaning. Try to guess the meaning of each word. Number 1, silently means without moving or without speaking. Yes, without speaking. Was about to, was ready to, or was afraid to. 3, occurred, was said or happened. Was said or happened. Remove, take out, cover. Take out. 5, clear up, explain, find out. Explain. E, discuss. Have any misunderstandings like the ones in the text ever happened to you? Have you ever visited some country and you do something or you see something and you have misunderstanding of that? Have you heard of any happening to other people? So give the student a chance to express about their ideas or situations. 2, vocabulary. Verbs plus prepositions. Look at the verbs in the box and use some of them to complete the sentence. First, we are going to know the meaning of these verbs, and then we are going to complete this sentence. Apologize to someone for doing something. Apologize to someone for doing something. To say sorry. Smile at someone. Smile at someone. Talk to, always we can say talk to, or we can say talk with someone about something. I talk with Adil about football match. Laugh at someone or something. Laugh at someone or something. Forget about someone, something. I forget my mobile phone. Invite someone to something. I invite my friend to have dinner at home. Wait for someone or something. I wait for my friend. Introduce someone to someone else. I introduce my friend Ali to my friend Khaled. Lie to someone about something. A baby lie or a child lie to his mother about forgetting doing his homework. Argue with someone about something. I argue with my friend about who is the best player in the world. 1. Let's space Ali to our house for dinner next Saturday. Let's Ali to our house for dinner next Saturday. Let's invite Ali to our house. 2. You should space to Paul for being rude. You should to Paul for being rude. You should apologize. 3. It's not polite to at people when they fall down. It's not polite to laugh at people when they fall down. Don't about the appointment. It's at 8:30. Don't forget. You can for Dr. Saud in his surgery. He's on his way. You can wait for Dr. Saud. Sam didn't want to space to his family about where he was. Lie to. My sisters always with each other about the housework. Argue with each other about the housework. Thanks. See you again, inshallah.